Let's fix your anti-gravity IDE, your chats, and restore your files, and the conclusive Antigravity 2.0 fix, where we're going to get you back to this state where you can see you'll have all these AIs in here and it'll be better than it was before. You'll be able to run Codex 5.5, DeepSeek, V4 Pro, Claude Harness, as well as your usual Gemini 3.1 Pro and your Claude AI models. So that will be the bonus at the end. We'll get you from a broken, pretty much new 2.0 update, just like this. If you're anything like me, you had a nasty little surprise in the last little while. I was literally vibe coding out one of the world's best memory systems for AI, and it is actually by statistics, and this happened. And so let's restore it together. We're going to get you back to fixing your Antigravity IDE. We're going to restore your chats and files, and we got a bonus at the end that you'll have your system like this, which is called the AMOS system. So the AI multiple orchestration system in your IDE. And just to show how great that is, I spent millions of tokens for only 7 cents. And if you're to use Claude, that would have been almost 200 times more. And using the power of DeepSeek V4 Pro, we even have Claude when you need it for polishing, but we're getting equal or better than Claude results at 200 times less the cost. And it's amazing. So what we have there, you can see here's the IDE I'm going to get back to right here. I have Codex installed on the left, I have Antigravity on the right, and I have Claude code, and I run even a mixture of expert AIs inside the middle, where you can see right here, we have DeepSeek V4 Pro. Okay, so that's what we're doing, and we make our Claude completely intelligent, even in our OpenClaw, and the whole heart of this system is the AMOS system that was built in Antigravity. But we all know that time is limited with Antigravity, and I have a solution in my group that'll be listed below that you can join, where when Antigravity completely puts their flagship IDE in the graveyard, like over 200 of their little pet programs, we have a solution for you already. So you don't have to worry. So this is what we're going to get to today, and it's going to last about another 30 days before the free versions are all sunsetted, and you don't get access to that anymore in here. That's been announced. So, but we're going to have another IDE with the AMOS system that will not be based on anti-gravity and will last into perpetuity. Okay, so let's get started here. And just before I uninstall that, let's completely get our files back and our chat history. So I'm going to copy and paste this link in here. You can pause it on your screen and you can see it, or you can check it in the details. I'll save some instructions here for you. So copy and paste that into your Windows Explorer, hit enter, and you'll see a folder called resources. Go into resources and then locate this app.asr file right here, and click on it and right click, and we're going to rename that. So we renamed it just by adding a dot back, B-A-K at the end. It's like a backup file, and so you can just remember that. It's going to have a pop-up here, just a warning, click yes, and that will change that file here. And that is, it contains the new Antigravity 2.0 agent code. So we're changing that. And now let's see if we can relaunch the Antigravity again. And hopefully we will have something that's more familiar, and we'll have stopped the Antigravity 2.0 from taking over the program. Aha, here we go. This is looking a little bit more familiar, I think, to all of you who have installed Antigravity. So I'm going to log in, which is happening on my other monitor right now. You can see here, we've successfully authenticated, and so we're ready to rock and roll. So let's click next and import from VS Code. Let's just do start fresh, dark modern, next. I like that a little bit more. Let's do that. Key bindings, let's carry on with everything pretty much standard. I want Android. It's fine. SDK, Firebase, Chrome DevTools. All right, those are my selections. New, I don't want to help out on there. Yes, I'd like to receive product updates. No, to both of those. So this is a little bit sneaky. They force you into agreeing to collect your data, but you can choose to opt out later whenever via your settings, wherever you're going to find that, right? So that's probably another video, but here we go. Now we've got something that looks familiar. Again, it's pretty raw, and I'm going to go and collect all my chat data and information next, and hopefully it loads all of my extensions. That would be just a dream. Let's see if it does that. And I wish I said at the beginning, a lot of people are telling you to delete your upgraded 2.0 and uninstall everything. But when you do some of those other methods and tutorials, you're going to delete your chat history and files and other data that I'm going to help you recover and put over into the new root folder for this new installation. So we're going to be transferring that after this all fires up here. And then after that, I'm going to be putting back what you see right here. This is my target. That's where I'm going, and I'm going to help hundreds of other people get here as well once we get past this one little hurdle. All right, I'm glad we stopped at this spot right here, as this is perfect. This is exactly where you want to be. You've got the 2.0 installed. You've got now the new Antigravity IDE installed. You're at this section. The extensions have finished doing what they're doing. Yeah, they're not all totally restored exactly the way I had them, but that's okay. This next step here, what you want to do is you want to terminate all instances of your IDE and Antigravity. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to save your chats, apps, and history to the new IDE. That's the next thing that we're going to do here that I promised that other people aren't showing you, so you don't lose everything. So do not go uninstalling anything yet, all right? We need to back up all your chat, apps, and history to your new IDE, all right? So again, I will share these links for you, where to go. You can see that we changed this back up here. And that's how we, at this location, this file path here, it will be in the description. We changed this file. We were able to load the new IDE properly. Now I'm going to give you this file path. I mean, you can go here yourself if you want, just, see users, whatever your PC is called, app data roaming. It's not a big deal. And you will see that you have both Antigravity and you have Antigravity IDE. Okay, so the original Antigravity is this one here, and the new one is here. And you can see the new one. Take a look at everything: backups, blob storage, cache, cache data, code cache, crash pad, all these things are in here, session storage, all these different things, okay, is in there. Now, if you remember some of these files, we go to the anti-gravity folder and you see we've got backups, bins, blob storage, cache, cache data, code cache, crash pad. I mean, it's all the same stuff. Obviously, this has been used. So there's a few more things added to it, which is what we want to save, right? So that's what we're going to be doing now. Now, what we're going to do here is this is the brand new one that was installed. All right. We're going to make that a backup, but we're going to rename that. All right. So we're just going to rename that to old before restore. Okay. That way, when you start up the new IDE and it looks for this file, it's not going to see it. What we want it to see is this file, right? So it's looking for Antigravity IDE. So that's exactly what we're going to give it. So all we did is a little bit of identity theft or a little bit of a switcheroo. So when it fires up, it's going to go looking for this folder here, all goes as planned. And if you have any doubts or any concerns, what you can do is you can make a copy of it. Literally just right-click copy and then right-click paste, and it'll make a copy for you as a backup. You can make as many as you want until you feel comfortable, and even write down what they were called originally, which is just Antigravity, and the other one was Antigravity IDE. See, you can see there's a copy of my original working files before all this mess. And you can see that it's named exactly what the product is looking for. Now that that's all done, let's just fire up Antigravity IDE, the newly installed version. Oh, it's starting up on another monitor here. There we go. And already, bada bing, bada boom, it's looking like my old terminal. Wow, I'm super happy. I'll do that later. This is wonderful. I'm even right back to where I was in my files, my root folder, everything as it was. Hallelujah, that is just awesome. I can't tell you how happy. Now, here's a real test to see if we have all my other, oh, beautiful. Now, these all work here. So here we go. I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to get set up here. Let me just close this. And I'd like to see my okay, so Claude will be installed on this side as an extension. So that would be here, sorry, not Claude, Codex. So Codex is not installed as an extension yet because this is brand new, but when I install Codex, of course, it'll show up in this right-hand menu. Then I'm gonna have my Claude code, my DeepSeek here. I'm gonna have my Antigravity. And of course, you're all familiar with, you have your Claude, Sonnet, Claude, Opus, your Gemini, all on this side. And I'm gonna just install Claude right now. And I've already got it because I restored everything. So let me just show you how that works. So I'm gonna fire up my proxy. Now everything should be as it is, and everything hopefully is still mapped to all the right ports and everything. This is something that I do for the community and I'm building the SOP on, so you can literally just click the buttons. Like that's how I have. You just go run task, what do you want to launch? That's it. You don't need to know code, don't need to run command lines, don't even have to pull anything. So it just runs for you. There we go. You can see that it's running. There's my proxy. Now I'm going to run claw code. You can see I'm going to run my task. Now I'm going to run claw code right there. Launch it. Boom. Just like that. And I mean, I can run any model in this that I want, but the whole secret beauty of this is that I get the Claude harness. I get the power of anti-gravity, which I can launch your browsers right here. As you can see, you can launch browsers here. I still get the power of Claude, Sonnet, and Opus here. I get the Gemini 3.1 Pro, I get Codex 5.5, and I get the Claude harness right here. And what model are you? Right, so you'll see that I have 4 of the world's top tier models. So there's no way that Claude Code on its own, someone just using only the Claude Code IDE or CLI, can match what this does. So, you know, there you can see I'm powered by DeepSeek V4 Pro. So bada bing, bada boom. I'm all ready to rock and roll. And this is another little secret I'm going to be giving to the people in my community is we have the world's best, and I have the statistics to prove it, the world's best mind, like the brain for AI, so it doesn't lose its brain and forget and you have to start over and everything. So yeah, and let's see. Let's see. Let's just check it out. Check the hand off and tell me in one sentence where we were last at. Okay, so while I'm running that, it's very important to have a whole brain system, and that's what I've built as one of the best, and that will be undisputed. I'm going to share all the statistics and benchmarks against every other brain system that's out there. And you can see right here, we last completed the shared LLM provider configuration strategy for the Unimind Dream plugin. Yeah, so I'm literally, I mean, I have some dreaming on the Mind plugin right now, and it's one of the best in the world. It's got an active AI that I can run locally or on cloud. I'm currently running it on cloud, and I'm putting the world's best, undisputed, most powerful, self-improving dream plugin into the brain that's already the best. Like, it's got the best vector, it's got the best relational database. I'm literally building a real right hemisphere, left hemisphere, and subconscious dreaming state brain. I'm probably going to put the hippocampus and the limbic system into this thing as we go, but even right now it blows anything else that's out there. So when you hear Obsidian, that's a joke. It isn't even a brain for AI, really. It's just a organized filing system. You can have files on your computer. It just gives you a nice fancy UI. So anyways, we are done. You can see that I have shown you now. Here's the bonus at the end. Check the links in the group. You can join my group and get the SOP on how to set up free Claude Code pretty much inside your terminal. And you can see with that, I've got Codex 5.5, the Claude Code in here with DeepSeek, and I've got back to having Antigravity. I've showed you the brain where I've made a dumb Claude or a stupid claw into a smart claw and a brilliant Claude Code. And this is exactly what I showed you that we were going to restore. We're back exactly here. And I will show you how to pretty much run this for free if you want. Even if you want to run free models instead, that's no problem. I just, for ease of use, and oh, I can't even tell you, DeepSeek V4 is incredible what it builds out, and it's crushing out. It's unbelievable. I have to say it even builds better SOPs and PRDs than even Codex 5.5 for the most part. I like Codex for a review, for bouncing things off, but I'm so happy with DeepSeek. It's unbelievable. And I can spin off multiple agents and use millions of tokens for actual pennies here, and instead of paying 200 times as much. So if you like what you see, hit like and subscribe. Do a whole lot more videos. It's been a few years since I've done it, but this actually boiled my blood when I lost my IDE. And I just had to help a whole bunch of you out there on how to do that and restore all your chats, all your history. You can even see, I didn't even type anything in here, and take a look at this in the anti-gravity section. Hi, there's my last comment. It's exactly identically the same. So there's nothing else on their YouTube right now that shows you how to do this so conclusively and shows you how to have a custom, literally free mixture of expert AI multi-orchestration system, the AMOS system. So that's for short, the AMOS system. And that's what I use this for. Just the IDE is the heart that stitches it all together. And I'll be replacing that soon because I don't trust Google either. So join the group. You'll always be on the cutting edge of AI. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.